Just before we get started with episode 87 of Superstar Spotlight, I want to thank my great sponsors, the beautiful homies. My boy Intros, the Instagram Reels, the Facebook hype packages, all that good stuff. Hit up Ian for something cool. We also got the Skittle Squad. Shout out Skittle. Discord server doing the damn thing. We're on the road to Yardcore 4, King of the Yard. Be there, hit up Skittle, hit up me, be a part of that craziness. We also got Pookie Wrestlers outside the Canadian region. Shout out Pookie for making all these great, beautiful designs just like this one right here for your boy. Pookie does so many cool things. Get a commission by her today. We also got the Bocce Boys. Shout out Hammer and the crew. I got the cool flag right behind me. They got shirts, backpacks, flags, all the cool stuff on thebocceboys.com. And last but not least, my good friend, B-Dub Photos. Shout out Becca doing the damn thing. Get a cool photographer to do the cool photographer thing. And my guest for the evening, we were talking about it right before we began this. Oh, he just put on a cool light in the backstage. That looks so cool. But literally, he's getting the shit done. Because he's the man. The man you call to get shit done. Big Vin is in the Soup Kitchen studio. What up, Vin?
What up, bud? What's up, dude? Hey, how you doing,
We
dude?
were just talking about I am here. A beautiful day in the world as February kicks off. It is so fun that I get to talk with you. You're the first guest of the month.
February
Jeff
1st, the coldest day of the year.
My co-host in crime. Literally, but you know what? You got two of the greatest people. Just saw each other recently at the Berwyn Eagles Club.
I know, yeah, all the way in Chicago, like randomly. Like I was out there helping out GCW with the normal stuff, building crazy. And next thing you know, I just walk out there. I just went to, I wanted to go see the fans. I'm like, I wonder who's here. I know. First person I see is that giant, beautiful man right there, dressed as a hot dog in the crowd. I was like, oh my goodness, it's Dewey.
Yes, sir. Literally, for the ones who don't know, I've known Vin for quite a while.
Yeah,
because me and him are literally like
we met outside of wrestling before GCW ever happened.
Our parents are. Our parents are great friends. Me and Vin consider each other freaking family.
Yeah, we're basically cousins at this point. We're basically cousins at this point. There were times he's at my house for every day, taking care of the horses at my house and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. I miss the farm. That's where also Backyard happened as well, one of the undisclosed locations.
Yeah, the biggest undisclosed location right there. Even though you just type in my business, it just pops up at this point.
I was gonna say, if I gotta edit that out, I will. But I will keep it.
That's what I listen. If anybody who has my Facebook knows my address at this point.
You know what though? That's so true, and that's got to be so crazy for you guys to be running that crazy show on the farmland.
Oh, every year we get a bunch of people that stop by, and I have to keep it secret from the town folk, because if not, we'll have too many people in the backyard.
Oh yeah,
we have 100. We have at least 100 and something people every year just for what we usually have. If I were just to let it fly in my town, you're looking at an extra 350, 400 people that we just can't. We don't have that much. We don't have that many cheeseburgers.
100% cheeseburgers and standing room. Honestly,
I know. I don't know how hot it would be.
I am ready to dig dive. What? Continue.
Let alone how damn hot it would be with that many people standing around. It's already 185 degrees back there.
Oh my God, so true. I was at a show in Pembine, Wisconsin, and even though there was 60, 100 people there, it was still so freaking hot up there.
Oh, remember how hot it was in Chicago?
Oh yeah.
You see the scene? It was -5 degrees outside. Inside was 150,000 degrees. You could have cured clay out there and made some pottery in that thing, man. It was like a kiln.
That is the Midwest, my friend. Living out here, getting to feel -20 degrees. It's craziness. But Vin, we are gonna dive deep into some of these questions we got. We're gonna kick it off. What made you want to become a professional wrestler? And any memory of your first wrestling match?
What made me become what made me want to become? I mean, honestly, as long as I could possibly remember, I just loved professional wrestling. Like being besides being born into the business. Like, remember, it's a different situation when you think about it. I'm one of 8 children. I'm the
Oh
only one
yeah.
that's a wrestler. So it's not like my dad like pushed wrestling on us. It was like I loved it. I wanted to go every. I was there for every show with him. Like every week, I would literally break out of the house and hide in the back seat of his truck. He wouldn't know till he was 2 hours on the road to a 14-hour gig that I'm in the back seat. There's no cell phones. My mom can't just call. I'm hiding. Like I am a really good hide. Like I've hid in a bed of trucks and horse trailers when I was a kid. I've like my dad's gotten to fucking Ohio and I was in the back with a bunch of food. Like I was a crazy kid. So I would never let him go out like that. So
But
at
it's
that
for the
point, my
love of
dad's
the
like, I guess you
game.
just come with me.
And it was for the love of the game. So
Yeah.
I love that. Absolutely.
And
And
next thing you
any
know, I mean,
memory of
honestly, you
your
want to talk
first
about my first
wrestling
match?
match?
The first
Oh
match I could
yeah.
remember was at a company called FWF, Funkified Wrestling Federation, for a guy named Dapper. We used to wrestle in Wildwood, New Jersey, every like other week. It's like every 2 weeks we'd wrestle there. And we were there at the old Wildwood Convention Center where they used to have like a candy store out front. Like they sold the little gum cigars. Ha ha! That's like every time I went there, my dad gave me $1 to go there and I get 10 of them. But so I'd go there, and eventually I came out as 411. I'd come out as like my dad's manager. Next thing you know, Dapper starts
411.
booking me against a couple of little people. So I was versing some little people in the ring, some micro wrestlers, if you want to call them that. And eventually, they booked me against. I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember his. I was only about like 8 or 9 years old, but it was a very small man. If he wants to come forward, I would love for him to come forward. I've been like, I'm like afraid to look out. Like I feel bad asking. I don't remember names that well, and I don't remember who it was. But we wrestled there, and like he would beat me up. I'm selling to the crowd. My dad grabs me one point, thinking I'm actually hurt. He's like, Ben, dude. He's like, I'm like, shut, Dad, I'm selling. I get out of here. And he's like, mine's like, what? Like, I was like, so, and we worked the whole
Oh.
match. I give the guy a choke slam. The crowd went wild, and then we went out and celebrated. And it was a really, really good time. I mean, like from there, it was like it was almost like I fell in love with it. And then there was like a really big gap after my dad retired from wrestling. I didn't, of course, like just keep wrestling in the business. I was nowhere near it. My dad didn't at the time really didn't want me to follow through with wrestling because of like the bad stuff that does happen there that he's seen.
Oh yeah.
So then when I come back to wrestling, I'm 17 years old. I just graduated high school. I graduated early. So I graduated at 17 years old. I turned 18 in July. I ended up going on this guy with this guy named Mr. Feemster, and he took me to Connecticut, where there was a car. I used to help him out with this like a. It's called hot dog pig racing, where they have like little wiener dogs dressed up as hot dogs, and they have like pigs wrestle, and they have them race around in a circle. You've probably seen it. I used to help run it.
I've definitely seen a clip or two of some pig
Yeah, I used to
racing. That
run
looks
that,
so
dude, back
fun
in
to
the day.
watch.
I'd be out there releasing the pigs like to start the show, and like they would all run out and stuff like that, and so we were posted up right next to this company called Beyond Limits Wrestling. I was like, oh wow! And then at this point I was doing backyard wrestling already for a little bit, with my friends. But like I was like traveling to Florida. I was going to Pennsylvania. It wasn't just like backyarding in my buddy's backyard for high schoolers. We were like me, Alex Zane, and all of us, like Matt DeMorris, G Fit, like all of us, we all grew up together in the backyard. But they're like, hey, you want to, you're not a wrestler. Do you want a spot on the show? I was like, yeah, sure. And I wrestled this guy. His name was Troy something. But I mean, we went out there, we had some fun. They liked it, and they had me come back to Connecticut 2 months later to wrestle again. And after that, the company, I don't know what happened to the company. They just stopped running shows.
Sometimes that just does happen. You're at a company you like, and
Yeah.
then it's just they're done. No explanation, no post, no nothing.
No, I mean I heard some rumors. I'm not gonna say I don't know what's definite, so I'm not gonna just say nothing. But like it's just it happens all the time with smaller companies like that. They just show up. It's a
Yeah,
couple guys who are like I want to do it. They're reorders, and then they see how hard it is to run a show, and they're like, yeah, screw that, man.
literally. But talk about yard and did you do the death? Is that when you brought the death match repertoire was in the yard?
Actually, when I was in yard, I didn't do a lot of deathmatch. To be honest with you, I did like one or two, nothing crazy. I didn't really start doing deathmatch until pro. Which is weird. Like that's I know how usually it's always backwards like that, but
Yep.
I just like the most like really until like I started like going like hanging out with all the like the other wrestlers and stuff like that, all the other like and learning more about the weapons and how to do everything with them. Like I always knew how to like construct stuff. I always knew the safety of glass because I used to make like films and work with film stuff like movie companies and stuff like that. Doing like broken glass and I knew about tempered glass and the and like what the like like the little ins and outs about that kind of stuff. So I got to like I knew about that aspect of it. So it was more about like just constructing it and this and I got to learn from some of the best people in the world the safest ways to do it. I'm also a visual learner. I can see and go, oh, that's not the safest way to hit somebody with it. I can like I can I know I can tell just by the way of you can almost like predict what the glass will do if you follow through. Anybody who does it so many times, they know what it's going to do the second where you hit it, where when you hit it, or where you're hitting on somebody's body. So it's just
Oh,
about
100%.
yeah. I didn't really fall in love with deathmatch until I got older, and then I couldn't stop doing it for a little bit, and then
Well,
yeah.
that'll now bring me to some of the deathmatch related questions here, Vin. What are some of your favorite deathmatch weapons?
My favorite deathmatch weapon.
Yeah,
I'd say
so some of your
one of my
favorite ones
favorite
to
ones is
swing on some
syringes.
people.
I love syringes.
Okay.
I love doing syringe through the nose. Is like my favorite thing to do. And so, because everybody always does the cheek, I like doing through the nose. I like putting both nose like that, so they're sticking out
Oh
like the
yeah.
X. Um, and I know this is it's a very rare one, but I like the hula hoop trash can. Like it looks like a complete cylinder of tubes. That's probably my favorite thing in the world to do. I love that, and of course, panes of glass are always a beautiful thing.
Oh, absolutely. And then now we'll do the opposite, Vin. What are some of your deathmatch no-nos?
Barbed
Any
wire. I hate
spots you
barbed
won't
wire.
do? Any weapons you won't take? Okay.
I
I feel
hate,
like that's an
dude. There's the
area
hair. I
you
got
either love it or hate it.
the long hair and the beard that
Oh
just gets
yeah.
ripped up and caught. If I was bald and didn't have a beard, I wouldn't care about barbed wire that much. But because of that, it's the only reason. Everything else I'll take. I mean, I don't mind like tasers, big tasers, stuff like that. I've done that. I've done syringes. I've been hit by a car. I've thrown people at cars. I've done all that. I've jumped through windshields. I've done pile drivers through top windshields of cars. I've done on top of vans. I've done stuff like that. I that's all fine, but barbed wire. Every time I do it, I am so fucking nervous. I don't know
Oh,
why. I just am.
I was trying to think, where have you gotten hit by a car? But then I'm like, oh yeah, you worked for POR for a little bit.
Yeah, I did
That,
POR, but also we did a couple stunts in my backyard when I was younger. So like I
oh
had like
hell
my
yeah.
dad would always buy these junk cars that like we would just have and we would use them to, like feed the horses. We had like a Toyota like Supra at one point, and it had no roof, no hood, no trunk. It had a lawn seat in the front, but it was 5 speed. That's how I learned how to drive. The stick shift was on that thing. But like we used to but I went right through the windshield. Like they always had was like it was like a convertible windshield. I went right through it when I was younger. I was like 14, 15 years old,
Oh
and I was
my
like, yeah, man,
goodness.
we were wild kids back in the day. This company called we were Extreme Backyard Society. I think the videos are still up on
Hell
YouTube.
yeah.
You can look up Big Sexy Venom and backyard wrestling, and that's what I come up all over the place. But it's VENUM
Uh-huh.
because I used to buy the Venom gear and wear that out as my name, like that the Venom fighting gear. Before it was like big and
Oh
famous, I used to
yeah.
wear that shit all the time. Like
That
I've been wearing Venom fighting gear since 2010.
that rules, honestly. And that actually led me to that question, Vin. How long you been wrestling for? If you could give us a ballpark number year wise.
I mean, technically, since I was 8, so that's like I mean, fuck, holy shit, over 20 years technically, but really since I was 17 years old, so I'd say about 15, 16 years I've been wrestling.
Holy moly. And now that'll bring me to this question. When will we see Big Vin return to the squared circle?
That is an I don't know question, actually. I don't really know. I had a really bad, I don't really share this a lot. I keep a lot of my private life separate. But like I told a lot of people who are like my friends and the people in the business and stuff like that. But I got in a really really bad accident last year. I was going like 60 miles an hour on my wave runner at home, and somebody cut me off in a really big boat. And I tried to stop, but when I tried to stop, there was another boat right behind me going even faster than I was, so probably like 70 miles an hour. So I wasn't like when I panicked for a second. I turned around. The other wave was in front of me already. I gunned it. I whipped off the wave runner. I saw the top of the boat, so I was probably about 14 feet in the air. I came down on top of my wave runner on my shin first, and I ended up like fracturing my tibia in the front. I almost got compartment syndrome. They had to operate on my leg the next day. The hospital sent me home. They told me like, oh yeah, you're fine. Thank God I had an orthopedic appointment for my feet the next day. So all I was doing was getting my insoles for my shoes, just for my plantar fasciitis. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go. Can you take a look at my leg real quick? I got in an accident yesterday. And literally they said, well, let's lance it and see, like, because it was like a big like blood blister almost looked like it was literally about like that big. And he goes, let's take a look at it. He lances it open. He goes, yeah, hold on. They sent everybody home. They sent all the other patients home. They brought in two more doctors. They brought in a bunch of nurses, like literally everybody. And they said they brought me. They had no numbing. They had no anesthesiologist. They had to take like stuff out of my leg. They were literally cut up my leg and they were pulling like strands of like basically muscle tissue that was just dead out of my leg, and they were like strands. It was a rough. I was awake for the whole thing, and I had to like literally just like grip
Oh,
it and rip it. And
that's
they finished that.
craziness.
It never healed right because the muscle tissue was just dead. So they had to remove 6.5 inches of muscle
Yep.
tissue out of my leg.
Oh my goodness. Well, big prayers up to you, Vin. I wish you a speedy recovery, but I was glad at least to see you do the weaponry work in the at the Berwyn.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'll be honest. With you, I don't know if I'll be back. I don't.
Okay.
If I do come back, just know it'll be because I'm 100%. I wouldn't come back at 80%. I wouldn't come back at 99%. I would only come back at 100%.
Oh,
I don't.
I totally
The
get
thing
you.
is, I don't ever want to go in a ring if I can't do the moves that I want to do and have fun with it. I don't want to wrestle. That's just the
So
truth of it.
true.
If I can't do my backflip over the top rope, if I can't do my Rana off the top, if I can't pick people up and throw them around like I can, there's no reason for me to be in the ring anymore. You know,
I
to me at
totally
least.
get you. No, I totally get you. Sometimes you want to be 100% every time. And oh
Yeah.
my goodness, Vin here rolling up a cannabis cigarette. That'll now bring me to this question. Vin, what's your favorite strain of cannabis?
I'm not going. So for the longest time it was just a straight blueberry Kush. I used to love just blueberry Kush. That's it. But I'm not gonna lie. My newest like favorite, it's been this stuff called Ghost Pepper OG. It's by a Baked Becky company that's out of New Jersey. It is phenomenal. Let me see if I got a piece of it. Hold on.
We are all 420 friendly here. I currently have a white gummy sativa vape. Very good.
It's like white. This stuff. I wish I could get a
Oh,
light on
that
there
is
for you. This
that's
stuff. I wish you could smell it
beautiful.
through the tea. I wish you could
Look at
smell it through
that
here.
bud.
I have.
It's
I
probably a spicy strain.
Oh yeah, and I've been getting some like new pre rolls up. These things called Fidel pre rolls. These new ones and shit. These are nice. These guys they sell them over. I get my stuff at Primetime Smoke Shop and
Well,
they
hell yeah.
in Manahawkin, Pennsylvania.
Okay, I know
Mo-
exactly where that is. I remember
Most
that
of it is
place.
like THCA and stuff like that.
It's still good.
The best THCA you'll ever, the Canadian THCA. It's THC, eh? That's that kind of THC.
It's still good. Still does the
Oh,
job.
it's phenomenal. Trust me on that one. It's only from the best growers that grow it.
That's how it is over here too in Iowa, because it's big illegal here, but I'm 10 minutes away from the border of Illinois where it is big legal there. So I go over, we got a dispensary. They got some very good THCA vapors and
Which
flowers and pre rolls.
which is so wild to me that the places are still this like how it's not decriminalized all over the place yet.
Yeah,
Like
trust me, I am all the way legalize the marijuanas. We are stupidly 420 friendly here on the
Well,
Soup Kitchen Studios.
I'll even get political on this point. Like the only reason why they legalized it was so they could put people in jail, so they could meet a quota. You know, I mean, they're giving away stuff. They're like that kratom shit that everybody's doing. Are you're telling me that they can sell that at a gas station to some 18-year-old kid and I can watch them
Yep.
freaking zonk out in their car? But yet but yet if I get caught with a joint in Florida, I go to jail.
It makes no
You
sense,
know, like
man.
yeah. So you're telling me, never mind.
Yeah, I'll just cut it off
You
there
tell
and
me
go to the
you tell me
next
I can get drunk
question.
at Disney World, but I can't take an edible and go ride Space Mountain. That shit ain't right.
So true. So true. Now I like that. Well, we can cap it off on that one. I like that. But that'll now bring me to this question, Vin. Who is on your dream blunt rotation? You have up to 4 names.
Dream blunt rotation. Wow. Honestly, Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles, the Trailer Park Boys.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I've always been a humongous fan of them. I've always wanted to I try and get in contact with them somehow, just to put my name in the bucket to go out there and meet them. I feel like I feel like I could help them do like a lot of like really funny stunts, because I know that there's the Green Bastard. He does the whole gimmick where he like pro wrestling, all this other stuff, and but I just always thought that I to really be in a, I mean, you know, I've already gotten to meet Tommy Chong. That was really cool. He was a nice person. I got to share a joint with him, but it was kind of like one of those like you pay to do it things. But
Okay.
like it was really really cool. Like it was a lot of fun. And like I mean, I chilled with Dante. He lives around my place from all the Adam Sandler movies. Dante, you know, walks out naked in Grandma's
Oh
Boy.
yeah.
He comes.
Yeah.
We hang out a couple times. He comes to my the head shop I go to all the time.
I love it. And
So
we
like,
are now gonna go for it. Go
other than
for it.
that, I know this sounds like the weirdest thing for the blunt rotation, but Rob Van Dam. I've never gotten to smoke a Rob Van Dam.
So you're gonna do the Trailer Park Boys and RVD.
Yeah,
I love
weirdest
that.
people. Yeah, but Trailer Park Boys and Rob Van Dam, 100%.
It would work though in
Yeah, that'd be
some
the
way.
funniest. It'd be a heck of an interview.
Absolutely. And now I'm gonna go into some of these fan submitted questions here, Vin. So a fan wants to know, got any fun GCW road stories?
Um, Road stories like on the road.
Oh yeah. Or maybe
So
at a
a
show
lot of
or
the times,
something.
for one, I'm flying. But in the earlier years, I was driving a lot. So like, there's one time we all went down. We did a triple. We did 3 different ones. We went from believe we did Chicago, Indiana, and then I did somewhere else. But it was with a black. It was with a couple different. Like it was with GCW and another company. And on our way back, me and Philly Mike Swanson,
Oh, Black Label Pro.
um, we got
Okay.
stuck in a snowstorm. We had to drive my Nissan Murano. I'd say about 15 hours through 6 inches of snow the entire way of getting hit with a complete blizzard. We had a
Oh.
blast. I don't mind it. We were literally just sitting there doing our thing, smoking a lot of cigarettes, and a lot of the cigarettes that we brought. No, it was Detroit. It was Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, and Indiana. It was the three state. It was the three-state run. We did those, yeah, and then on the way back, we got hit with that big snowstorm, and it was a blast out there. But I will say, like, besides GCW, some of my funnest road stories were actually for Ring of Honor.
Oh, I gotta hear some of these.
Yeah, so me and Rhett Titus used to drive the trucks for Ring of Honor, for the ring crew and stuff like that. And we would drive. Me and him. He called me up one day and was like, literally, like out of the blue. I'm at the movie theaters watching one of Johnny Knoxville's movie, Adventure Park, and he calls me up. I'm like, Rhett Titus, something's got to be up. You know, he's local by my house. He says, "Hey man, what are you doing tomorrow and like for the next week?" I was like, "I don't know why." He's like, "You want to go to Texas?" He's like, "You want to come to Ring of Honor and we're gonna do a whole thing out there. You can come out." One of my guys backed out. One of my the other truck drivers backed out, so I need somebody to drive, and I know you know how to drive. So I said, "Sure." Next thing you know, me and him were sitting there. We're doing like pre-workout and like shooting the shit, stopping off at every Subway in the world. He took me to Buc-ee's for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, he sprinted in Buc-ee's and like ran up and gave him a big hug. It was like wild, but we had a great time. We got to party with like all like I mean all the boys were there. I got to introduce even like Martinez, stuff like that. Like Flip Gordon was there eating peach rings like crazy. Like it's just like those are the kind of things you just remember, and I love with the Briscoes. Oh my God, we're all out there, and like after the show at night, we don't go out to bars or nothing like that. We're not that kind of people. We're literally hanging out in the back of a box truck at a Holiday Inn outside. And that is the stuff I'll always remember. Like, us and the Briscoes out there while Jay Lethal's on the ground begging Sawyer to give him an elbow drop until freaking eventually Jay does. And it's just, it's just like, those are the memories I always. Those are the road shows. That, like those ones I can't believe I got to be a part of. I was like, man, these guys are really really cool. Because I was so young in the business at the time. Like I was absolutely nobody. So for me to get that call and go from there to there, to hang out with people who are literally leaving to go to WWE like the next week, like it's Cody Rhodes, stuff like that, like all
Absolutely
that was
crazy.
I did all in. Yeah, I
Oh,
drove to
hell
Chicago. I
yeah.
did all in. If you watch all in and you watch the bottom right corner of the wrestling ring next to the guardrails, I'm the guy in the white shirt. I'm the idiot who didn't bring a
Oh,
black shirt.
shit.
Yeah, I ran, and then I was the guy who had
That's
to fix
actually
the ring ropes in the
hilarious.
middle between Joey Janela's segment when Joey Janela was wrestling Hangman Page, and they were doing the whole segment on the apron on the walkway. Me and this guy Bird from Ring of Honor were fixing the ring rope, like during we're off camera. It was a fun time.
Crazy.
It was a brand new ring, so they didn't. It
And
was we
that'll
were
now
still
bring
working
me to
at the
this
kinks.
question. Oh, damn. And I was going to say, that'll bring me to this question here, Vin. Would have been some more. Do you have any more? I feel like that's pretty high up on the gratifying moments of the career question. Got any more gratifying moments of your wrestling career that you'd like to list off?
Ultimately gratifying, yeah, absolutely. The person I'm mostly grateful for is Brett Lauderdale. He's put me on a pedestal, like he really does, and he's become like a really good friend of mine now. Like we both got kids starting at the same age, so like we've gotten a little bit like closer in that aspect of where we have like a different relationship outside of wrestling, which is cool. And like, but in all reality, like him, like I was basically just somebody who was doing rings and stuff like that at the time. So he asked me, I basically Chad Minnis was done with the ring business at the time, and he said, I got this other ring guy named Vinny. And I went in there, and I was at GCW backyard before my debut, the 1 year before. So I started coming to all the shows and having fun, and like he never really let me wrestle until at GCW backyard, and then I went out there and I did my thing, which I really loved. That I'm doing the backflip over the top, and I'm wrestling Young, Dumb, and Broke, which we absolutely tore the house down. And after the match, Brett just walks up to me and goes, "What the? I didn't know you could wrestle, dude. What the hell was that?" I was like, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I don't know how to take compliments that well. I just don't. I'm just not used to it. I don't like. So like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, thank you. This is nice. He's like, no, dude. He's like, you don't understand. Like you were like that was really really fucking good. You shocked the hell out of me. I didn't see that coming, and that felt really really good. And after that, he started giving me more and more opportunities. Next thing you know, this is where it's leading up to Hammerstein Ballroom. I get to go out in the first match in
Oh,
Hammerstein Ballroom and win the Battle Royal at Hammerstein. So that right
that's
there was the most grateful moment I've ever had in my entire life. The first time I was ever in a ring, that truly brought a tear in my eye. Like that really like the whole time I'm walking down the entrance, I'm trying not to break down crying. I can't believe I'm in that situation. I can't believe I'm there with my father and everything like that lined up to that. It was just such a beautiful moment. Like I'll never be able to thank GCW and Brett Lauderdale enough for giving me that moment. Like that was just a phenomenal thing. I'll never forget it.
absolutely. I'll say that's one thing I will never forget about Hammerstein Ballroom was that kickoff battle royale. Not only was it
And the
random
crowd
as fuck,
reaction, like
but
like when you're a wrestler, you don't know what's gonna happen. So like when I'm going out there, I'm like, I'm gonna win. Nobody's gonna cheer. They're not even gonna care. But when I won, and his feet hit the ground, and Mason's feet hit the ground, there was a split second of silence. right before the eruption of roar, that split second of silence felt 5 years long. I mean, like I was like, "What's going?" All of a sudden, raw, and it was right there. It just a wave of everything hit me. I was like, "Holy crap! This is what it feels like." Like, oh,
That that night for you was so chef's kiss. It was so good. Like that whole match, the
yeah,
whole
even and
battle
then going
royal.
right in the back, and the Briscoes are right there saying, "Yo, man, good job," shit like that. Like all
Oh
my
yeah,
boys are there. Everybody was there, like congratulating me, and like it was like it was a moment I'll never forget. I never experienced nothing like that. I've never held a belt in indie wrestling ever. I've never held a
absolutely.
belt. You know that?
But yeah, I actually did know that.
I've never held the title in professional wrestling, indie wrestling, nothing like that.
You're too over to need one. You're too lovable.
I don't need it. I bring it
That's
with
what
the
I'm
matches.
saying, man. Exactly. And that'll bring me to this question, Ben. What are some of your favorite matches and death matches that you've done so far?
So my favorite death match I'd say I did so far is me and Tremont at VXS, 100%. Me and Tremont at VXS was so much fun. It was a very simple, nice, good pace. We did a lot of really, really cool stuff in there for what they let us do. That and the POR stuff I did with JJ Allen, the whole run of stuff that me and him did, where I'm throwing him in the cars and I'm lighting his nuts on fire and we wagging him. That was just a blast. The whole thing was just so much. That was definitely the most fun I've ever had. And like let's just go wild.
Yeah.
Just if whatever you want to do to me, just do to me. Beat the shit, kill me. I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm like, I guess kill me too. Let's go. Throw fireworks at me. I don't give a shit.
I love that sounds very on brand of
But
JJ.
I'd say my favorite match ever. My match ever was with um Manders at JCW when me and him wrestled at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we absolutely had such
Oh
a
yeah.
fucking blast. We went out there and we are like, yo, let's just go and give it our all. We were very very tired. Me and him we were hanging out like because it was like I think it was the night before the show didn't end till almost 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was stupid. So we were out after that you go out to eat,
Some
you
sort
hang
of
out.
GCW AC antic.
Yeah, and then we're running at 11 o'clock in the morning. Like literally, I think it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. We just got done eating. We're sitting there at the hotel room. He goes, "Yo, we gotta wrestle tomorrow." I was like, "What?"
Oh, good old AC time schedule days. Because it would. I just remember it would be like, all right, show at 5, Hall of Fame, show at 2 a.m., show at 11 a.m. the next day, and I'm like, yeah, no. After the Hall of Fame, I'm going to bed. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I never
y'all are
missed a
fucking
single fucking beat.
warriors. I was gonna say, I was gonna say, I remember I would help you out
Yeah, I was the first. I'm
sometimes
always the
too on
first
the
one there,
AC
last one to
days.
leave.
Yup, literally. And then I also got this one here for you, Vin. We talk about the crew work. I like the fan submitted question as well. What is some advice you'd give to someone who wants to make weapons for a wrestling show?
All right. So if you want to make weapons for a wrestling show, the first thing you should do is message me. So I can teach you a little bit of stuff about safety. The biggest thing that you have to be concerned about is the safety of the person who's going to be taking it. Now, I know we're out there killing each other. I know we're out there hitting each other with glass and throwing each other off of 40-foot structures and all this other stuff. But my job is to make sure that anything that you're going to be hitting won't kill you. So, like for instance, glass light tubes are never supposed to be positioned up. That's first no rule number one. You're not going to have something sticking up so when it gets hit, no matter what, when the move ends, the light tube has to be sideways. Okay, so that you can break sideways like that instead of breaking up. If it's at any kind of angle, like if you're making like a weird like contraption like this with light tubes, you're going to kill somebody. It's going to go stab right through
Yep.
their arm. Everything's got to be overlaid perfectly parallel with each other. They can't be on the jagged angles like that, or somebody will get really, really hurt. Always check for tempered glass. Always check for the tempered glass. I don't care if you are 99% chance that it's tempered glass. If it doesn't have the semi-clear shadow stamp in one of the corners, throw that shit the hell out. It's not worth somebody's life. I'm very, very, and
Absolutely.
Use the right freaking tubes. Stop using the skinny tubes. Every time I see the skinny tubes, I get goosebumps. I'm like, why are they doing this? Why are they that dumb? Like, I get it, they're getting scarce and all like that, but don't just settle for something that's not settling. That's a risk. You know?
That's unsettling.
Yeah, it's very unsettling. Other than that, I mean, don't gimmick your barbed wire. Never gimmick your barbed wire. It gets more dangerous. If you cut the tips off your barbed wire and that goes into your skin, it's going to hurt a
Oh,
lot
you're
more than a
done.
nice sharp point. Because no matter what,
That's
even if
it.
you
That's
cut
even
it and make it
worse.
flat, it'll still stab.
I love it. Deathmatch Safety 101 with Big Vin, the man that gets shit done. We still got so many questions. The Vin, big left field hit, and talk about some food. Vin, I gotta know, traveling all up and down, flying in the air, what's some of your favorite on the road snack and beverage combos? Some of your on the road necessities, as I like to
Uh,
call them.
on the road, I love Subway. I love the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. I love that, and I like getting it with banana peppers, black olives, lettuce, tomato, and garlic. I like garlic on it too a little bit. It adds a little bit to the flavor. That's just like a stationary thing I like. It's a nice like easy meal you can eat in the car. 'Cause you're not eating something that's too heavy, so you're just in the car just bleh. But I'll tell
Oh,
you this.
yeah.
My favorite food when I travel, it sounds weird, but going to Ohio, I'm never so excited than going to Ohio. I love Skyline chili dogs. I
Oh,
fucking
my
love Skyline
goodness.
chili dogs. I can eat
Okay.
40 of them right now. Those things are. I grew when I was a kid. We used to go to Ohio to visit my brother, and I used to go. I used to get the Skyline chili dogs when I was a kid. Now I don't go there for 10, 15 years. Now I'm going back with GCW, and I'm like, oh my god, I get that Skyline chili dogs again. I brought home. You can ask my dad. I had about 85 hot dogs came home. I froze them. I ate them throughout like the 6 month period. I froze them all.
Oh, my
I
God.
was just so excited. I didn't care. You just throw them out. You put a little bit of water on them, throw them in the air fryer. They came out perfect.
Oh, my
It
goodness.
was phenomenal. Yeah, I'm a psychopath like that. Like I
No,
love
I
those
was going to
chili
say, that's
dogs.
a food hack right there. That's craziness. You wild, wild. I remember one time we were setting up a show, then you were like, yeah, I'm going to eat. And you pulled out these brown bananas that, like, no other human being would eat. But you started fucking up these bananas.
I
And I was
love the
like,
brown bananas are better ones. They're sweeter. I don't care. It doesn't matter about the consistency. I don't have teeth. I can't fucking bite into it anyway. So
yeah.
like it's like the browner bananas are a lot sweeter. That's what you make the brand banana bread with. And I've always grown up on you don't waste food like that. Are you kidding me? I'd fight for that. Like all the time, somebody in my family, they like it's always like, oh wow, these bananas are starting to go bad. Anybody want them? Yeah, I'll take them. I'll eat all of them. I love them. I love bananas. I was just like,
I
oh,
love it. And then I got this fan submitted question here. It's a food one. What is Big's perfect breakfast sandwich?
oh man, that's a weird. I don't really like breakfast. So if I had to really, really choose a breakfast sandwich, the only one I'm really like bearable with is the classic Sizzly from Wawa, the sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
I miss those so much.
That's
They
the
we
that's the only one I can really bear. I'm not. As I grew up, for some reason, my stomach can't constitute eggs anymore. Eggs make me sick. So like, if I do, I love the taste of eggs, but it just doesn't settle right. My stomach gives me really, really bad like agita and stuff like that. So if I
okay.
do want to risk it, that's what I risk it for. Is a sausage egg and cheese croissant at Wawa.
See, we don't. And the Midwest, Wawas and even like I forgot. I was gonna say Quick Trip, but that's what it is. Freaking Sheets. Sheets is not like they're unfindable out here. So we have Quick Star and Quick Trip, and they have pretty decent breakfast sandwiches, but nothing will ever beat the Wawa Sizzly.
Listen, if
Those
you
things
guys,
are oh,
if all the people watching from all over the country, if you don't have a Wawa by you, you're missing out.
you
Like
still got to just go to one.
their seats is really good for the stuff that they have, but there's stuff that they just won't be able to beat. They won't be able to beat the hot dogs from Wawa. Something about them is just the most nostalgic thing. Everyone you taste tastes like you got it from a 1990s wrestling convention.
It's
I don't know
so
why.
true.
It's like the perfect, like hard on the outside, a little bit soft on the bun. Because it's been sitting around a little bit, and they're perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, and like that, and soup. Their soup at Wawa, unbeatable. Broccoli and cheddar, kiss my ass. It's the best fucking soup in the world. Are you kidding me? Like,
Well, we will save the soup for the end, like I always do. But Vin, I also gotta know what's your favorite kind of candy. We gotta talk any
oh,
sweets.
York patties actually.
I
York
was
patties
just
have always been like a
talking
favorite of
about
mine. I
that
understand it's like a
yesterday.
mint flavor, but I've always like I love like the little York patties, and I like getting them. I like getting the big one, and I break off like little pieces, and then what happens is it gets a little bit hard over time, and like you
Oh
have like over
yeah.
like that 1 or 2 days because it just like it just gets like almost its own new shell, and it's nice.
I was just talking about like putting some York peppermint patties in the freezer. Oh,
Oh yeah,
popping all those in. Same thing with the most underrated candy in the world, Junior Mints, the OG York peppermint patty.
Junior mints are always
Those are
really
good.
good, but like I like taking those like so I love movies. So I love
Oh
the pop.
yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, I went to the movie theater just to get popcorn. I've like walked in, like, oh, where's your ticket? I'm like, I'm not go. Leave me alone. I'm just going up to the concession stand, and they're not going to stop me. So I just walk up to the concession. I get a large popcorn. I get the pretzels, and sometimes when I was younger, I used to take the Junior Mints and I'd take the Bunch of Crunch and dump them in the popcorn and mix it together so you don't know what you're grabbing.
Oh yeah. I love making me some movie theater trail mix. And
Oh yeah,
that'll actually now bring me this question. What is your favorite movie?
you gotta repeat that again, bud. You were breaking up for a second.
Oh, I am sorry. It was what is your favorite movie of all time?
Movie of all time.
Yes, sir.
It's actually it's a tie between the two, and they're two of the most completely different movies in the world.
Say both of them.
The Big Lebowski. Always like it's just I love the movie. I always still watch it. And Hateful Eight. I don't know if you ever seen Hateful
Okay.
Eight. It's basically it's an old thriller movie. It's got Channing Tatum. It's got Kurt Russell, Samuel Jackson. What's Goggins? He's been in everything recently. um uh Basically everybody from like all the Quentin Tarantino movies, and it's basically like a Western Quentin Tarantino who did it kind of thing. It's nice. It's like it's one of those
Hell
movies I can
yeah.
watch over and over again. I've watched the 12-hour version of it. Like it's crazy.
That is amazing. I've heard of it, but I'm gonna definitely have to watch it.
You've never seen Hateful Eight?
I have not.
Bro, you better watch that tonight. You're gonna fucking call me tomorrow and go, son of a bitch, you were right, and don't cheap
I was
out.
gonna say I got
It's
the
so
next 2 days
slow.
off.
Listen, it's so slow, and then halfway through, it's gonna blow your mind. Halfway through, you're gonna be watching, you're like, okay, then you're just gonna go, what? Like it's like one of those. I promise. It's
I
oh,
I will put it in my regimen to do either tonight or tomorrow. I always take the requests from the guests. So I will take your word on it and
I
watch some
guarantee
Hateful
you,
Eight
it
this
does
week.
not disappoint.
I am all for it. Well, Vin, we got 5 questions left on the board. I gotta know, fan submitted question, and the last one. Who is on your hardcore wrestler Mount Rushmore?
My hardcore wrestler Mount Rushmore. Oof. All right, so I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna pass on this because it's a different thing for me. I'm not like a fan. These are like a lot of them are my friends, and I have a different version of respect for it. I
Okay.
don't look at it as their matches because I don't get to watch a lot of wrestling. I have to deal with a lot of the other stuff. But if you want to put somebody on a pedestal, like one person on a pedestal that I would put, that is ultimately and undoubtedly Matt Tremont. Matt Tremont is the embodiment of. He is all for the Mount Rushmore to me. That man is the
Okay.
embodiment of deathmatch wrestling. He doesn't matter who he's in the ring with in a death match, he's gonna make him look good. I've seen him in some matches where like a lot of the companies that want to book him are like people who like really want to burst, or like kids who are like really willing to burst him for the first time in a death match, and he's bringing out the best in them. And every single time, no matter what, every match I still see him and Hoodfoot, and no matter who he versus, he's always absolutely just destroyed it.
Absolutely.
And
I
you know
love
what?
me
There's
some
only one other
Tremont.
person I will put next to him. One other person. Matt Justice, because that dude is probably the biggest psychopath in professional wrestling. That nobody has less fear than Matt Justice. There's no there's nobody I respect more for the shit they do in this business than Matt Justice and Matt Tremont. Those two,
So true.
they are giving their entire bodies and lives to this business, and you just can't help but say, "Son of a bitch, I love both of you, man." Oh,
Well, I love both of them, honestly. Matt Tremont has helped me friggin' get some cool commentary matches under my wing, so I will give that man his flowers every single minute, day, and hour that I can. So shout out the bulldozer big time.
oh, and
And
shout
Vin,
out my
that'll
brother
now
Matt,
bring me
man.
to absolutely that'll now bring me to this one here, Vin. Any cool interests outside of pro wrestling?
I have very, very weird interests outside of pro wrestling. Like, for one, one is basic. My 2-year-old. I have a 2-year-old at home, and he takes up most of my time, but he's the coolest little thing ever. I have a lot of like weird hobbies. Like I do like competitive skeet shooting. I do like shotgun shooting in my backyard. Like I used to go to like tournaments and stuff like that. Um, Recently it's been gaming. I've been doing like a lot of Helldivers. This is like my little gaming pad right here. So look, this is cool. Hold on. So this is where I
Oh,
play
you guys
video
got a
games at right
tour?
here. So I have my couch right here. You see, that's where I sit. That's where the magic happens. And I literally have this 80-inch plasma screen, 4K TV behind me.
Oh hell yeah.
And I sit down here. I usually play Helldivers a lot of Helldivers, Marvel Rivals, stuff like that. But other than that, I don't really. I mean, I have a lot of weird. I like a lot of different things. I've always been somebody who's never afraid to say no to something. Like if I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna try it. I'm never gonna say no. I'm not gonna. That sounds stupid. It never sounds stupid to me. I've always doesn't matter what it is. Art museum, let's go. Air show, monster truck rally, NASCAR, sure. Football game, baseball game. I don't watch
Oh
baseball.
yeah.
I don't watch baseball games. I'll go to a baseball. I don't. I'll go to. I'll go to soccer. I'll go to freaking lacrosse. I don't care. I like just
Hell
having a good
yeah.
time and having fun. I'll make the best out of whatever I'm at.
I love it. And honestly, Vin, that is so true about you. You are so much fun to be around.
Thank
And
you, bud.
that'll now also bring me to
How are
this one.
you?
You talk about doing all these things in the world. Huh? What was that?
How are you, motherfucker? You also in like you you ooze happiness. You're never in a bad mood. You always have a smile on your face every time you show up, no matter where you're at. You're always a ray of sunshine. I'm not saying that sarcastically. You are always an amazing person to see. You always bring a smile to my face, no matter what. And I'm sure that's like that for a lot of people. You don't even realize the amount. You don't realize how much that helps a lot of people out there because they just deal with so many different like just bad people and just they're just grouchy people all day. And then when I come across someone like me and you, I try and just keep it like. I don't. I'm never in a bad mood because every day I wake up. I know it sounds weird. But every day I wake up, I get to hug my kid, I get to hug my wife, I get to go to work, I get to see my father, my mother. It's the most beautiful day in the world to me. So it's like
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate every single day I
Absolutely.
have.
So that I am the same way too. We got too much negativity in the world. It's always good, even if it's 5 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, a whole day. It's always good
Exactly.
to just smile and brighten someone's day. And that's honestly
And what's
why
the
I love
point?
this podcast because
And what's the point
just
of acting like a dick? What's the point of acting like an asshole? It takes you two
so true.
seconds
It
to
gets you
say,
nowhere
have a
these
nice
days.
day. It takes 2 seconds to say, have a
Literally.
nice day, or what's up, bud? Like, if you see someone sad, ask them, hey, what's up? You know, like right now we're dealing with a lot of stuff, and like I deal with a lot of my friends, like in the wrestling community, we deal with like depression is a serious thing.
Oh
Talk
yeah.
to people. I'm never
Absolutely.
afraid to go to someone. Yo, what's up, bud? How you doing, man? This is that. How's such and such? How's this? How's that? Like I like asking. I don't ask stuff like, oh, what's your oh, where are you wrestling next week? No. How's your wife? How's your
How
kids?
you been? What's
How's your
that?
dog?
What's
How you been?
new?
Are you okay? How's work going? Is what financially? Are you okay? Like, trust me. I told some people like, if you need help, like, I'll give you a job. Come down and work for me at this point. I tell like literally. There's some wrestlers tell out there. Listen, if it gets bad enough, I'll find you something to do here, man. And I'm not the guy who's going to fire
Absolutely.
you for going out of work for the weekends because I know what it's like to work for on the weekend. You know, you just gotta let me
Yeah.
know a couple months ahead of time about your whole schedule. I don't care as long as I'm aware of what your schedule is. I have no problem helping somebody make money.
Absolutely. I'm the same way too, but sadly being here for a year, I know nobody. But it's always good to be a helping hand to the
Go
others. Who
bowling.
needs it?
Start. Listen. Go to a bowling alley. Start a bowling. Go on a bowling league. Just like they have stuff where you throw people. I did bowling for years, man. That's where I met some of my really good friends in high school. And then I also after that, I did bowling after that. I have 300s under my belt.
You know what's crazy? We
Yeah,
got a lot of bowling alleys out here, so maybe Vin, maybe that's the
dude.
calling
I'm
card right
telling you,
there.
I love bowling. I've always I didn't
It's
bowl a day in
very
my life till
fun.
junior year in high school, and then at my senior year in high school, I was the varsity MVP.
Well,
So
hell yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I fell in love with it. I have a ball. No, I have a bowling ball with my name on it. So it's a big VIN. It's a virtual gravity. It's a nice one. I
Well,
promise
that's good.
you go there. The people you meet there, they're all honest. Even if it's an older person, who gives a shit? Meet a friend.
Oh yeah.
I don't care. I talk to 80-year-olds all the time. That's most of my friend group at this point.
I'm saying those are some of the most like knowledgeable people you'll meet. Like you will learn some, you will hear the stories and learn some stuff from those people.
Yeah, or the craziest shit you'll ever hear in your entire life. You hear from me. Either way, it's
Oh
entertaining.
yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
You're like, oh,
Well
you're like
then,
30 years ago over here, this girl was just killed, and like this is that, or her head was missing, and like they just say it's nonchalant. You're like, oh, okay, sure.
continues the
You like candy?
poll. It's so crazy. But Vin, third to last question, I gotta know, what is your perfect pizza? I forgot to bring that one up a while ago with the food questions.
Perfect pizza?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, as the one person from Jersey that would probably just, I am so basic. I like a basic pepperoni pizza. I
Hell
love just
yeah.
but like if it's done right is the question. If it's the pepperoni is burnt on top while it's still soft to the dough, that's the best part. Like there's a place called yeah, you know, Naples.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Naples, the best pizza in the world, Naples.
I miss Naples
Naples
so
is the best
much.
pizza in the world. They have that like cupped pizza. They had like that cupped pepperoni. It's like thin slice. It's not too thick. It's thin slice, but it like burns a little bit, so it's crispy, so it dissolves in your mouth. I
It's
love that
so
shit.
good. We
Oh,
just got it here in Iowa at the place I work at. And I keep telling her, I'm like, this is the stuff y'all need to start ordering. I was like, fuck this regular pepperoni. The cuppy crisp pepperoni is way better.
it's so good, including when it's thin. I like thin pepperoni. I like it when I like a lot of thin. Like there's places that have like pepperoni and they have like a bunch of like just like thick pieces of it. No, I like a bunch of paper thin sliced pepperoni all over my pizza. That's the shit right there.
Oh, 100%.
And I don't know
I
if you ever did.
agree
I don't know
with
if you
you
like
on
Hank's
that
hot
one. Well,
sauce, but
Vin,
yeah, put that on your pizza.
I can't do the hot. I
Really?
cannot do the hot. That stuff will
Ooh,
I will have the runny shits right after. So I will save that
I've got
to
the one chip
for
challenge somewhere
couple of
around here.
bathroom trips.
I got the one
Oh
chip challenge
god.
somewhere.
That is that. We don't need that one on here. I will save you the bathroom run too, because that
I
thing,
wouldn't do that
I've
on
done that
camera. I
one
don't
chip
want people to see me
challenge.
crying.
I was the same. My one boy, hey, have this. Ate the one chip, and it was a day. That was a day I hated. But Vince, second to last question, I gotta know if you could book your dream concert lineup, 3 to 4 bands or artists, you got access to absolutely anybody. What would the lineup be?
Oh my god! All right, this is gonna be the weirdest concert you've ever experienced in your entire life. Do you
I'm
understand
all
me?
for it. I'm already all for it.
All right, the hot opener, Tech Nine, coming out. absolutely murdering it. I love Tech Nine. Starts out with "Am I a Psycho?" Then it right into it, you know. Followed in by Weird Al Yankovic. Yankovic, sorry. I love listening to this. He's just a classic person. I love listening to his music, but he's an awesome person to see live. Okay. Next, the middle act. I know I'm saying middle act, but it doesn't mean they're not one of the best people in the world. Slipknot.
Okay.
All right. Slipknot comes
And the
out.
last one, or you can cut it off and Slipknot.
No, 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 no. There's one more. And to end it all, to follow it, like in their prime, Guns N' Roses. Like in
I
their prime.
love
Guns
this
N' Roses
lineup.
is what made me fall in love with like rock music.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like I love Guns N' Roses. It's not like I grew up with them, but like my first CD I ever got as a kid from my aunt was Guns N' Roses' Greatest Hits. All right. From there, I listened to it. The first song that opens up Guns N' Roses' Greatest Hits
Hell yeah.
is Paradise City. That opened it up, and the next thing is Welcome to the Jungle and Sweet Child O' Mine. I'm like, these are the best songs in the world. And then from there, it just got weirder and weirder. From there, like just my love that just like I loved Guns N' Roses. I got to meet Slash one time in an elevator at Hard Rock Hotel. That was so cool. Yeah, that was just like a quick like, oh my god, it's him. Like I got to shake his hand. It was like really really cool. Like it was like nice. Like
Oh,
he,
hell
he was
yeah.
really surprised to see a young fan like that.
That
Yeah,
rules.
like yeah,
Well,
definitely.
Vin,
You'd end
we
it with
are
gun.
down. Keep going,
You
keep
know,
going.
definitely you end it with Guns N' Roses, 100%. They're the closers in their prime. I'm talking about going out there, just like actually, literally doing it, like the fucking the hair metal, the whole nine, and seeing all of them together in one concert would be the wildest concert in the world.
Absolutely. Just the sea of fans that like the mix. That
Oh,
you get
oh my
your
God,
Weird
the
Al
mix.
fans, your Juggalos because of Tech Nine,
Yeah, exactly.
your hair metal 80 dad bringing the kids, and then freaking the Slipknot fans,
And
which
then
oh
hold on,
boy.
and then don't forget the boomers, the Weird Al Yankovic fans, the 55 and
Oh
80-year-old
yeah.
people that are going to see Weird Al, and somehow they would all be friends. Somehow.
Yeah, it's there would just be one little thing. One rule: we're all getting along here tonight.
They all smoke
Yeah.
weed. That's all that matters.
Well, Vin, we are down. Oh yeah, 100%. Well, Vin, we are down to the last question, the final question, the whole reason we got Superstar Spotlight. Big Vin, the wrestling community has to know, what is your favorite kind of soup? I feel like you did bring it up earlier with the Wawa
I
broccoli
did.
cheddar, but
No, that broccoli and cheddar is my favorite one from a while, but not my ultimate favorite. I like cream of chicken with rice is my favorite soup of all time. Either that or French onion.
oh hell yeah, two very, very deliciously solid choices.
Those two are
Well,
hard for me to
Vin,
pick between. I'm not going. They're never together, but if they ever were, I just have to get them both.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wish I've not seen it. I feel like we need a soup buffet. All you can eat soups, and that's it. Would be beautiful.
Yeah, the soup guy from Seinfeld. No soup for you.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say there is
The
that. There is that. I
soup
have
Nazi.
not been there.
Call him like the soup Nazi or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, something like that.
Nothing
Yeah, yeah.
for you. I love it. Well, Ben, we've hit the end. We talked the soup. Now I put you on the spotlight. Plug your socials. Where can we
My
see Vin next? All that good stuff.
You want to really follow me? You can follow me on Big Vin 911 on Twitch. I'm usually online every night around like 10 o'clock at night, almost every night, depending. I usually make a post on my Twitter, which is Big Vin 1992 on Twitter. Oh no, I think it might be Big Vin 911 on Twitter as well. I keep my phone's right there. I don't really use Instagram. My Facebook is for my family, so mainly just hit me up on Twitter. If you see my Instagram on there, go ahead and hit likes, but I don't post anything up there. You're not going to see anything from me up there. But mainly, check me out on Twitch. Watch me play video games. I'm a character on here. I got live footage when I'm up here. I'm talking my shit. I like screaming at shit. and I'm out here in a shed. It's 10 degrees outside. It's 50 degrees in here. I get to scream my head out.
Oh,
I don't
that
worry.
rules.
I have fun out here.
That that rules. And before we wrap it up, anything you want to tell the fans?
I love you all. Thank you all. You guys are all very so much appreciative for the work that I do. Every time I'm at like a show, you guys always go up to me and like give me my flowers and stuff. And I really do appreciate that kind of stuff because like going from a place of being a wrestler and like going out there and getting the appreciation from the fans of wrestling, and now going from that to barely being able to wrestle because of my injuries, being able just to go out there and show my love for wrestling by showing you guys what I can do and what I can build. And you guys really appreciate the work I do, so I want to say thank you to all everybody out there. Like you guys, like it really it helps me really keep pushing through, including on days like the collective when I'm 2 days in, my legs don't want to work, my ankle's killing me, and you guys are just sitting there giving you're just like random people just come up there give me a hot dog or a joint or something like that, or just a hug, that kind of stuff, saying thank you. It really does hit home. You really are all family to me, and I would fight for any one of you no matter what. Anybody wearing a GCW shirt and you're standing next to me, you're my brother or my sister.
Well, hell yeah. And I'm going to do it like we always do it. For Big Vin, I'm Dewey the Hot Dog. Deathmatch United, Soup's death matches, and all things in between. And I'll catch